Let's go ahead and watch this video.
What's good, y'all? We here in Atlanta at the AMP house with my boy Agent.
What up, dog?
Look at that mansion, man. That's off of YouTube. That's off YouTube, man. That's inspirational right there.
So look, today I want to get into your story and I want to talk about how y'all built AMP to this level, because it's pretty crazy.
Let's do it.
But first, you gotta show me around the house.
Got you. Come along.
I still haven't been to the house. I've been to the old one.
I'm a friendly nigga, fuck my country.
So how much in cars in total is here at the AMP house?
It's a lot of cars here all the time. This is Kai's original car. This is AMG GT.
Yeah.
I don't know why he got the Hellcat. I tried to get him to get the jailbreak, but he wouldn't listen to me.
That's Duke's 392.
Would you do a Let's Keep It a Buck house if you knew it would be on AMP level? I would still say no. If anything, chat, that question right there, if anything, that would lead me towards no even more. Because if we can get AMP traction, we would just all get our own house. Our own house in relatively the same neighborhood. Everyone got their own 500K house. And we just house hop. I don't know what to tell you. We'd also get, our own privacy. I think that would be the move instead of getting a big ass mansion. But I also get the pros of a big ass mansion though. I get it.
Wrangler. Nice. This is my M4. Yo, this is my baby. Like, it has everything. It's carbon fiber everywhere. Diffuser, side skirts.
I've seen that shit in real life. That shit is
roof, everywhere.
That shit is
interior.
tough.
Ain't nothing standard about this car.
At all, bro.
It's actually a little uncomfortable.
You know what's crazy, chat? I didn't get the hype with cars until I went to Atlanta, specifically around Agent and Low. Like, I used to just be, yo, bro, can this car get me to point A to point B? Does it have Bluetooth? Heated seats would be nice. If it can do that, I'm all set. I don't get the hype over BMWs and AMGs and all this shit. But once I went down to Atlanta and stayed with Agent and, around his circle for just a weekend, saw a lead driving a Mustang, saw Agent in that BMW. Motherfucking, I think Low had a regular Toyota at that time, but just seeing those cars, seeing the technology within them, seeing the power behind them, I ain't gonna lie, I got the hype. I got the hype at that point. Now, I will say, I still think I'm pretty grounded when it comes to cars. I still think there's a bunch of other investments that I want to get into before, I buy a car. Because I also just don't go out that much. You know what I'm saying? Just period, and specifically driving, I really don't go out that much. I got my car in 2019, chat. I think it had 25,000 miles on it. It has now been 4 years, and that shit still has 43,000, which is really not a lot. Really not a lot within 4 years. Got heated seats. It has Bluetooth. It has sport mode. It has eco mode. I don't know what else I want, bro. Like, at that point, you know what I'm saying? But, hey.
With a drive now that I've done all this.
You got disposable income.
It's my most fun car.
If you added up all the cars of
a
all
car
the
is
members in
different,
AMP, y'all well over 1 million cars.
I mean, look, this is like 300, right? That's the AMP Cadillac right there.
Fine.
So that's going to be like 140 alone. This is gonna be over 100. I don't know what the other Urus is. Phantom's Urus. I think that was like 2 something. Like, yeah, it would be over, man.
Crazy though, y'all did it all off the social media.
It's just insane.
Yeah.
Actually insane.
The reason why
all off of social media, but I'm gonna just keep it a bean. Off of 2K2. The craziest part. I don't know what it is about the 2K community specifically. But the amount of super duper stars that came out of the 2K community is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's insane. All of AMP, So, Aiden, Speed, Jesser, Cash. If you want to count LSK, I personally wouldn't, respectfully. But the amount of superstars that came from 2K is crazy. And I think what's even crazier is the state of 2K right now. The fact that all of these great individuals came from that, that community, and now the community is to shit. And with all due respect, I understand there's still a community, still trying to make it work. There's still, people making bread within the 2K community. But we are lying to ourselves if we're saying this is still prime 2K. If this is the same 2K community from 3 to 4 years ago. And the fact that it's on par with that era. Like, it's just not the same, bro.
ask you the value of it is because I wanted to put it in perspective that y'all did all this off the internet. And I wanted to kick it to you and say, what do you think are the keys for people out there watching that want to go viral themselves and build a brand online like you guys have?
I think like the key is super simple on it at the end of the day. Like you just have to see what you like and see if you can make a version of that that's you.
Yeah.
Cause you watch content, everybody watch content. Everyone's on TikTok, IG, or YouTube, or Twitch. Like, so you watch a ton of content. So you should know what you like. And then that means there's a community of people like you that also like that. It don't matter how fringe what you're doing is. Like, there's communities of craziest things on YouTube.
I think that's the best of the game.
I also like that advice as well because he didn't do the pick a niche and da. Like it seemed more practical and more realistic as well. I think now, cat's out the bag, there's money in YouTube. But to honestly make it, there definitely needs to be a level of interest there. And nowadays, especially with that whole NPC shit, there's a community for everything. There's a community for everything, and with a community for everything, there's bread in everything when it comes to social media. And I do think, the game plan for a lot of creators is to just, what the fuck do you watch? And how can you add your own twist to it at the end of the day? Now, you can apply certain tactics to, help you perform better, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, in terms of deciding what content to make, just what are you interested in? Make content that caters to that audience, that community that you're trying to tap into, and execute. At the end of the day, execute. So.
Is looking at what's already working, look at the shit that you like and try to innovate on it just a little bit, or even just adding your own voice to it.
That right there, ooh, that's that fucking chrome. Niggas turn they back, look like this shit isn't V alone. Being on, undefeated bitch, like I'm 10-0.
All right.
Also, I will say this out of transparency. AMP proved me wrong. AMP proved me wrong, man. I ain't gonna lie. In hindsight, now it makes sense. I see the vision now. I see the vibe. But I was not a fan of AMP, specifically individuals in the group. Just, from a content creator perspective, streaming. I was not a big fan. I was of the belief that, you motherfuckers are YouTubers. And with y'all focus on streaming, you guys are taking away a lot of that focus on the YouTube videos, and it's honestly hindering them. You know what I'm saying? I was like, YouTube is the best. YouTube is this, that, and the third. I was on that type of mentality when it came to AMP. Also, a lot of them had very diverse platforms for Agent to give up peer-to-peer. His 2K channel, and honestly at this point his IRL channel, to put all that energy into streaming. In my opinion, I wouldn't have done it. This idea of having a lot of different platforms with whole different audience to me was very attractive. But sometimes the best thing you can do is put all your eggs into one big ass basket that you can provide a lot of fucking eggs to. You see what I'm saying? And AMP struck the chord, man. They might not be the first one, but at least on my side of YouTube, they really revolutionized the game with forming essentially a streaming group. A streaming group and executing that to the fucking T, creating an ecosystem, having the biggest streamer within their house and building off that fucking momentum. And because it wasn't too long ago when the gap between Kai and Phantom and Agent was astronomical. But I am so proud of Agent and how he's been able to pull like 20,000, 30,000. When that whole war shit was going on with the fireworks, motherfucker pulled that 170K. And I still remember the phone call we had when he asked me like, yo, what do you think? Should I stream on YouTube and Twitch? Like, I'm having a hard time. And, just telling him to go to Twitch because of that ecosystem he can develop there, and him executing that to the fucking T. has been phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man. I'm proud of the guys, man. I'm proud of the guys. You know what I'm saying? They probably don't even know me at this point, but I'm proud of the guys, man.
So I want to take you back all the way to the beginning of your journey. So I brought you something.
Okay.
Taz, let me get that real quick.
Man, that's it the whole time.
All right, so check it out, bro. I want you to open this up and tell the viewers what this is.
Yo, this is crazy. I haven't seen one of these in so long. Bro, when I was a kid, when you want to record your screen, you need a capture card. They didn't have no capture cards back in the day, but this company, they came out with a capture card, and like this, it was a small community back then. We went crazy. We were like, whoa, they came out with a, now you know, because we deadass had to take a phone and point it at the TV.
Yeah.
Yo, the other one was the Hapog HD PVR, bruh. Yo, the Dazzle used to be the budget-friendly option, and then at the top, it used to be the Hapag HD PVR and Elgato, man. Shout out to Elgato, though. I ain't gonna lie. Them motherfuckers been dominating the game forever, but...
That's crazy. That's actually how I got my start as well. I was like 12 years old. I was editing Modern Warfare 2 clips, Sony Vegas, After Effects. Cinema
And your dream
4D.
was to edit 4?
I wanted to be in phase. But now I'm with AMP, so you know we up.
Nah, deadass though. The dream was to edit for FaZe back in the day and see your name on the official roster on their YouTube channel.
Yeah, bro. So how long did it take you from when you first started to actually making your first dollar with YouTube?
I really started as a plug channel back in the day. There was
What is
this,
that?
like when you take content from something else and you post it. I just seen this really cool running play from Marshawn Lynch. I don't know if you remember, it was against the Saints, and he stiff-armed the guy, and the commentator was like, "Get off of me." So I take the clip, I post it. Everyone's searching for the clip though, and at the time I'm not realizing what I did. The clip gets 70,000 views, and then it gets blocked in all countries because the NFL stopped.
Yeah.
Probably around like 2016 is when I started making like $1,000 a month.
And that was just off of your 80
That wasn't
commentary.
And this is the crazy thing. That wasn't too far off when I started, like, taking it seriously. Like, 2016, 2017. Man, just the growth is crazy, man. I'm proud of these dudes, for real, man, for real.
Yeah, that's when I started doing 2K stuff.
But that's crazy. Still in high school, you were doing, you said $1,000 a month. What was really that moment where you were like, yo, I'm gonna do this full time. This is gonna be like my career.
The whole time I wanted to do. I wanted, that's all I wanted.
So over the years, from being back as that kid with the Dazzle to today, what's been the most you brought in a month from your YouTube channel?
The most I brought in from a month of YouTube alone, I don't know the exact amount. I had to ask my accountant, but it's over 100,000.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say much. But, yeah. That motherfucker right there is not lying. Hey, that motherfucker right there is not lying. Let me tell you, 100,000 is, hey.
Hey, well, I know you got your start,
And I think what he's talking about too is just individual splits too. If we're talking about how much AMP as a whole brings in, how much playback as a whole brings in, how much I just said AMP, how much his streams bring in, how much peer-to-peer was bringing in at a time, just without splitting it with anyone, without paying employees, just straight revenue, he's lowballing, man. He's fucking lowballing. And I know Agent, he's the king of fucking pocket watching, but trust, I can pocket watch with the best of them. Hey, more than 100K. Way more than 100K. Shit's crazy, man.
one of your biggest cons from playing 2K. I'm pretty nice on the sticks myself now.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think we gotta run the ones real quick, and I want to know about how you turned this into building this empire of AMP, because that is truly insane. Nobody's done it as big as you guys. So we should talk about it.
All right, let's do it.
Come on, let's go. I don't have that much confidence, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. Let's go. All right, so I said we run the black top.
Okay.
Quick 21.
Okay. And you can pick whoever you want.
Yeah, who you gonna go with?
It depends how much of an asshole I'm trying to be. I'm just gonna go ahead and just lock in with Steph Curry.
You going for Steph?
Mm-hmm.
All right, see, now to beat you, I gotta go a little bit more try hard, so I need to go for somebody a little bigger. I might just have to go Braun with it.
Nah, Benny Gard. No, that's a funny comment right there, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's a funny fucking comment. You know what's crazy? Paying employees for creators is such a messy slope. I'm not gonna lie, because a lot of the creators you see, they've never had experience running a business, and I'll speak for myself as well. Like when I was hiring editors, I didn't know what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? The situation is a little bit different with AMP, but also like content creators are just, if there's one thing content creators are used to, it is extremely high profit margins. The idea of investing into their business is still a foreign concept for a lot of content creators. The idea of investing a shit ton of money into their business, just in an absolute sense, is still crazy to a lot of content creators. I think there's a difference between willing to pay an editor $150 for an edit and doing the math and actually paying that same editor a $80,000 to $100,000 a year salary. You know what I'm saying? But when you come from the world of, hey, I'm gonna pay $50 for this thumbnail, I'm gonna pay this editor $200 by the end of the month, even if I upload 8 videos that month, that's an absolute expense of, I don't even know, like $1,000, $2,000. At the end of the day, even at that rate, $2,000, that's $24,000 a year. That's not much money, to be honest with you. So when a high skilled editor, a very valuable employee comes up to you and says, yo, given how much y'all can, how much you actually make, how much value I bring, I'm going to charge $80,000 to $100,000. I feel like for a lot of content creators, that sounds crazy, which it does. I even had this I wouldn't say infamous, but I had this debate with Click last year. Because I said, yo, I ain't gonna lie, for thumbnail designers, 50 is the minimum motherfuckers should be charging. 50 is the minimum for motherfuckers to be charging. If anything, charge more. And Click was like, yo, $50, okay. For top tier thumbnail designers, $50 is a super max contract. And I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? $50 is the super max is crazy. Do you know how much value a thumbnail is to a video? You know what I'm saying? If this, like, the thumbnail could be the difference between a video hitting 100,000 and 300,000, or the difference between the video hitting 20,000 and 100,000, and the revenue gap between 20,000 and 100,000 is like $600. That is the potential value that a thumbnail could be bringing, but $50 is the super max? I don't know. But I understand where Click is coming from, because Click is the dude who has done his thumbnails ever since he started YouTube. Click is the dude where his thumbnails literally takes, 5 minutes to make, respectfully. And I think he said this as well. Like, his thumbnails aren't hard. He does them on their phone. He does them on his phone. So knowing what it takes for you to make this thumbnail, you've been doing it for free for the last X amount of years, and you have high profit margins. For a motherfucker to walk up to you and say, yo, I ain't gonna lie, $300 a thumbnail. What the fuck? $300? For a thumbnail? Buddy on Twitter is charging 40. I'm gonna just go to 40. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I just get it from both sides.
That's cool.
And look, before we get started in this game, I wanted to make it interesting. All right. The loser of this game has to give away a PS5 to somebody who subscribes and drops a comment on this video.
I have a lot.
All right, say less. Make sure y'all go ahead and drop a comment and put your Instagrams, because if y'all don't, I'll literally have no way to find you. You're gonna be down bad when I announce your name. For now, let's lock it in. Come on. Okay. My strategy for the day is asking you these questions to distract you and get the dub.
Okay, we'll see if it works.
All right, so look, they offered Mr. Beast $1 billion for his brand. If somebody came to you today and wanted to purchase AMP, what do you think this brand is worth?
That's happened before.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's happened before. by some organizations, people would definitely know.
So what's the number? If you think it was worth an estimate right now, what would you say the value of AMP is today?
I would say 150 million. But I think it could pretty easily be a lot more than that. We just haven't built it out yet. We kind of, our main focus is content.
Right.
Let's drop videos every week that are amazing, and then we can build around that.
Can you tell me the story about AMP?
Yeah, it was I guess a collective of guys. At first it was Duke, me, Davis, and Phantom.
The
We wanted to
OG
switch
four,
things up and
man.
do something a little bit different. And so we're like, let's do some IRL stuff. And then eventually our editor, who is phenomenal, by the way, Chris,
Yeah, I've
he
seen
became
Chris,
a
he's
member.
cold.
And then Phantom put us on to Kai, who I've seen his videos before on YouTube, but we weren't thinking to add nobody to the group, but Phantom recommended the idea, so we brought him out to a shoot, and his energy was just different. He wasn't even supposed to be in the video, but his energy was so electric that he improved.
To me, the craziest personnel acquisition was Kai and Chris. I'm not gonna lie, cause I'm just thinking it from their perspective, and it probably made sense internally. But like, how did you know that this dude who is not from your community at all should be the member of your content group? How do you know that your editor should be the member of your content group instead of someone within your community being a part of that content group? Motherfuckers are familiar with X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Because from the outside looking in, I remember when Kai first showed up to the AMP shoots, and it was just different because it was these dudes from the 2K community and this Instagram comedian type shit, like just rocking with them. You know what I'm saying? Now we know why. Now we know why. You know, they saw the vision before everyone else saw the vision. So, you know, shout out to them. But just again, from the outside looking in, that was just a crazy move to me that played out perfectly. They used to hate Kai. That's the thing. Motherfuckers used to hate Kai, bro. They're like, who the fuck is this dude? This dude is so cringe, too energetic, which, to be fair to some people, he is still that dude. But nah, bro. I wonder where AMP would be without Kai, though. Not saying that Kai made AMP, but just I wonder, like, if they didn't make that move, like, how big AMP would be. I have no doubt they'd still be big, but let's keep it a buck. Kai, hey, Kai brought them to a new level. Kai brought them to a fucking new level.
The quality of the video. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. This shot me is actually horrible, bro.
Walk me through your average day in the life here at the house.
The average day is calm. Like, people think it's kind of crazy. It's not that crazy. You could bump into somebody else and then, like, you know, get caught doing something with them. Like, I could be hooping right now, and then Chris can meet me out there. Now we're playing 1v1. I could be walking in the kitchen, and then Davis would be like, yo, could I borrow you for a video or a thumbnail, or can I get your opinion on this?
And y'all pretty much stream every single night, right?
Yeah, not all of us. Davis kind of does like more event type streams, so he'll stream once a week. Kai streams a lot. Phantom streams a lot. Duke has been more consistent recently, and I stream almost every single day. It's weird because we were all YouTubers when we first met, like primary and only YouTubers. And then eventually, like a year and a half goes by, and now we're all like streamers. You're really building a community when you stream. It's a different level. And honestly, like, I feel like now that I stream, like all my other socials have, like, the engagement is so much better.
Yeah, because people really feel like they get to know you. Like, tell me a little bit about the business behind streaming.
Being a variety streamer is it's still something I'm figuring out, but I don't know, it's just such a crazy concept to me. The fact that you can jump from, because games have their own community, right? Games have their own community. Like, talking about news is its own thing. For you to amass an audience where you can just go from a game to talking about news to reacting to TikToks to reacting to music, to me sounds crazy. And I don't even know how you navigate that, bro. I think at this point, AMP is so big that they have an ecosystem of things to react to within their own community that'll draw millions of viewers. But getting to that point, I feel like it's so fucking hard. I think that's the challenge for Let's Keep It a Buck right now. How do we get to that point? We're low-key seeing that already, kind of. But getting to the point where all four of us can go on a stream, do whatever the fuck we want, react to whatever the fuck we want, go from kind of like what Sage is doing, going from anime to playing games to talking about hot takes, talking about, you know, this, that, and the third. And all just making sense in terms of the algorithm and how to promote the shit. I don't know, bruh. I think that's the goal for us. You know what I'm saying? I think the move to Twitch I think it makes a lot of sense because of our positioning within this space that we're in right now. But I'm telling you right now, I've already talked to Omar. Me and Omar gonna move different on Twitch. I don't know about Damo. But now that me and Omar are on Twitch, we gonna be moving different. You know what I'm saying? The streams will be different. The streams, cause for people coming from the YouTube side of things, hey, my YouTube has been all NBA the last 3 to 4 months. Yeah, I've already hired some people. I've already thought about a strategy so that 3 to 4 months from now, I can roll up here and have 400 motherfuckers in here, and we can talk about anything. Does not have to be NBA. We can we can do meme reviews. We can play games. We can do a lot of things, but we're not, you know what I'm saying, trapped into that NBA sphere. I think with Omar it's the same thing. I think Omar has low-key caught himself, or not really caught himself, but a lot of his streams has been news, social commentary, Twitter news. I'm telling you, Omar's gonna be moving different. I'm telling you right now, Omar's gonna be moving different. His last 2 clips have been about AMP/WRL shit, and the views are already there. The views are already fucking there. He bought a PS5, so that motherfucker might be gaming soon. I didn't even mention this to y'all. I bought a $3,000 PC this fucking week. Just so, number one, things run more smoothly. I can play PC games more. Not even more, just PC games in general at 1440p. You know what I'm saying? And it got an Elgato in it, so I can play PS5 and stream it to y'all. Listen, man, we're gonna be moving different. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm excited to be on Twitch. Deadass. I am so excited to be on Twitch. Hopefully you guys are here for the ride, though.
So first you stream, you make money off the ads that play on your stream. Then there's the sub money that you get, so it's $5, and depending on your split, like Twitch gets 50% of mine, so each sub I get $2.50. So if you have 15,000 of those, you can do the math. And then that doesn't even account for potential brand deals that you have going on. That's additional money. And then I have 2 YouTube channels where we clip things up, and both of those channels eat. So now you're getting the ad money from YouTube for the stuff you have going on in your clips. Mm-hmm. And then like now you have TikTok, even though it doesn't make a lot of money, it gets a lot of attention, and that attention generates revenue. Once they go to the other platforms, you can monetize easier. So like you could do YouTube and make like $50,000, or you can like prioritize streaming and then also do YouTube, and now you're making like $150,000. I don't know how to explain it, but like it's looks like a money glitch.
He is not fucking lying. Chad, I ain't gonna lie. This guy's good. But yeah, Agent is not lying. Agent is not lying. I said this before. There's a reason why your favorite YouTuber is doing podcasts. He's doing live streams now. There's a fucking reason. Is because podcasting / live streaming, essentially extremely long form content, is a money glitch on social media. It is. The fact that you can, for the most part, sit your ass down. Let me say that again. It is crazy that for the most part, you can sit your ass down. Just at a seat like this on your desk. For 2, 3, 4, even 5 hours. And create, essentially, 8 videos, 10 different TikToks. Is insane. The fact that you can make money while you're recording is insane. As opposed to traditional YouTube, you gotta plan videos out. You gotta think about the thumbnail. Think about the title. You gotta edit the video. You gotta make sure the idea's a banger. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pray to the algorithm gods that the shit is a 1 out of 10. And then you hope, hey, maybe the shit performs well. On streaming, I think things are just the barrier to entry is it's just the barrier to entry with streaming, in my opinion, is much easier. It's much easier, and also the interactivity you get with the chat is just much better. It's fun. It's fun interacting with chat. It's fun when the subs come in, when the donations come in, getting hype with chat. You know what I'm saying? It's fun sharing these moments and feel like you're actually talking to people instead of going out, recording something, and you're just talking to a camera with no real audience there. And, you know, you don't really get to see your audience until you go into the comment section and see the views. It's crazy, but yeah, he's not lying. Sponsorships are also a thing on live streaming. You know what I'm saying? I think parasocial relationships hit better on live streaming. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to be made, man. A lot of money.
Ass. Oh my God, I'm telling you, man. I just needed that
He
one.
came back, though. He came back.
Three, bro. I just needed one, man.
I can't go on shorts nowadays without seeing you or Kai or Duke. And it could be a clip from like 6 months ago and it's still popping up today. So it's like, that's the power of the stream.
Bro, Kai Sinat's
YouTube
clip channel had 170 million.
I'm
telling you, I just needed that one.
He came back, though. He came back.
My bad, Joe. My bad,
man.
I can't go on shorts nowadays without seeing you or Kai or Duke. And it could be a clip from like 6 months ago and it's still popping up today. So it's like, that's the power of the stream.
Bro, Kai Sinat's YouTube clip channel had 170 million views in the last month.
Wow.
170 million.
Wow.
170 million, dog. That's bigger than Ninja at his peak on YouTube.
And that's bigger than a lot of the biggest YouTubers that post every
at
month.
Their peak.
And this is just clips from the stream.
That's his clip channel. That's
Yeah.
not his Twitch. That's not the Rumble bag he got. So, like,
And that's the crazy thing about making it as a live streamer is the clips, bro. Is the clips. Because again, let's go to Kai's live. Let's go to Kai's live. This is Kai's live. Let's just look at this 8. Let's look at the Ray clips. Essentially, when he had Ray on, bro. We're looking at 1.4, 2.1, 3.1, 1.3, 1 million, 2 million within essentially this weekend of streams. Let me say that again. 2 million, 1 million, 1.3, 3.1, 2.1. Let's go to AMP's channel. We're looking at 2.9, 3.9, excuse me, we're looking at 2.9, 3.3, 2.2, 5.3, 4.7. And again, this is all respect to AMP. These numbers are fucking phenomenal. They're fucking phenomenal. But the amount of effort that goes into every single one of these shoots compared to the amount of effort that goes into this single clip that has 2.1 million views, this single clip that has 3.1 million views, this single clip that has 2 million views is astronomically less than the effort that went into AMP opens a daycare, than AMP pro wrestling, than trying to get little, I mean, it's kind of different for them, but AMP loving basketball. It's just fucking different, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just looking at other channels, the amount of effort other channels have to go through to get a video with 1 million views is insane. The fact that you can essentially batch record million view videos and make money live, yo, it truly is a money glitch. Let's just go to another channel, bro. It's like Game Theory. Let's look at the numbers they average. 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1. Again, the staffing that Game Theory has, the research that goes into these videos, the editing that goes into these videos, the works that go into these thumbnails, astronomically more per video than a Kai clip, bro. But in terms of views, the numbers speak for themselves. Shit's crazy, man. I'm telling you, shit's crazy.
We didn't even talk about streaming deals. If you're one of the top streamers, you get a streaming deal. Oh my God, it's raining money.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So after seeing the success of Kai and you and Phantom and everybody, what would you say is the key to blowing up as a streamer?
you just start on TikTok and you grow your audience on there, you build your appeal on there, and then you try and pivot some of that audience to Twitch. That's way more efficient. It's just very rare to find people that built their audience on Twitch, that built their audience streaming. Usually they have an audience and then they start streaming, you know?
I agree. This guy's good. I'm telling you, this guy's good, bro. My advice to every single small streamer / aspiring streamer in the chat right now, because, hey, we are on Twitch. The best thing you can do to grow at the start, don't stream. Deadass. Don't stream. Or if you are going to stream, literally just treat it like you're recording TikToks and videos, but you're live. That's the best piece of advice. Because literally, discoverability is everything when it comes to growing as a small streamer. How the fuck will people find, like, when you hit live on OBS, how will people find you? Deadass. How will people fucking find you? We're going to be at the bottom of discoverability on Twitch. How are people going to find your stream? You got to make content on other platforms. It doesn't matter if you're on YouTube. It doesn't matter if you're on Twitch. You got to make content on other platforms. You got to make clips. You got to make shorts. You got to do all of these things so that they become the top funnel to your fucking stream. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all spend a lot of time streaming. A lot of y'all spend 8 hours a day streaming as a small streamer. 5 times a week. Motherfuckers told me on Twitter, 5 hours, 5 times a week for $2,000. I'd take that. That's a whole different conversation for another day. But those 8 hours you be spending, you could have spent 3 of those every single day just creating clips. And I'm telling you right now, you would have grew way faster, way more, if you actually stream less and just spend more time making clips. I'm telling you right now, spend more time making clips, trying to interact with people on Twitter, trying to get connected in Discords. Literally, for 3 hours, just, again, if you're streaming for 8 hours every single day, and you already got the time and energy capacity to be streaming 5 times a week, that's 40 fucking hours. Spend 3 of those editing clips, going into Discords, and interacting on Twitter, and you're fucking golden. You're fucking golden.
Use the short form content to build your audience and then start streaming.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's see who got it now.
Or long form. I've seen it also work with long form.
GG's, man.
And we just went triple platinum, check the digits.
The last thing I would say is to that 13-year-old, 12-year-old agent that was recording videos.
Man.
Todd in the chat says a lot of streamers just have passion for streaming and not making videos. And that's fine. But I also think there's a different mentality when trying to go full time and honestly trying to get to the bread instead of just doing things for a passion. If you just want to live stream for fun, like literally just for fun, money is not a factor. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But if you're trying to grow a platform, trying to make this a full-time job, with any job, you got to do shit that you don't want to do. I'm sorry, even right now, I love my job, but there are certain aspects of it that I do not want to do. I don't like sending out emails. I don't like going into meetings. I don't like doing research. I'm just keep it a bean. There's certain, within the NBA sphere, there's certain games I don't want to watch, but I kind of have to because I have to talk about it. You just got, with any job, you just got to do what you got to do to make it work. So I get the argument, but in my opinion, it's kind of weak. What time are you sleeping? I'm going to be honest, after this video chat, I'm going to bed. It is fucking 12:40, and my girl got work tomorrow. I bought a big-ass couch lately, so she's comfortable outside, but I want her to sleep in the bed, though,
And we just went triple platinum, check the digits.
The last thing I would say is to that 13-year-old, 12-year-old agent that was recording videos with the Dazzle. If he was watching this video right now, what's one message you would give to him? Because there's a lot of people that's in that position right now today.
I don't know that I would tell him anything. I think I just let him figure it out. I think I wish I would have rather had friends that did this before. I wish instead of trying to do it solo for so long, I had friends, just people I could talk to. Like, you could like, hey, what you think about this thumbnail? Or, hey, do you want to help me with this video? Like, doing it yourself is so isolating.
Yeah.
And that's with anything, really. Hey, man, if you haven't already, subscribe.
I agree, man. This guy knows this shit. Content creating for me became so much more fun when I had friends to do it with. Not even IRL friends, but just even people online that I can create content with. In my opinion, like, let's keep it a buck, fucking change everything for me. Change everything for me. The fact that it blew up changed everything for me. Now I got motherfuckers that I can talk about content with every single fucking day. Every single day. That did not used to be the case. In real life, that is not the case. In real life, I got no one to talk to about content creation. And my daily life, I ain't gonna lie, it is a pretty lonely life. When it comes to my job, don't really got much to talk to about the streaming shit. You know, everything that I'm doing. Motherfuckers don't really know what the fuck is going on. But every time I'm in Austin, every time I'm in Atlanta, that shit is so fun. This shit is so fun. To be in an environment as a content creator where everything you're doing is content creation is such a... Especially when you come from a background where that is foreign shit. Shit is weird shit. It's so fucking refreshing. It's so refreshing. But with that being said, chat, I think I'm going to close it off there, man. I think I'm going to close off. This isn't even the first Twitch stream. This is honestly the third, but this is the first big Twitch stream. Shout out to chat, man. Shout out to fucking chat. Shout out to the 143 in the building, man, for staying up late with me.